Okay, hello everyone. This is Christina and welcome back. Welcome finally to another live Speak English with Christina lesson. I hope that you're having a good evening or a good day. Hello Akram. Good to see you. Thank you for waiting and sorry for the mistake earlier. Just a quick question before we start. Can you hear me? And also, can you see me? Can you just tell me if you can hear me and if you can see me in the in the video, in fact, if everything is okay. Is everything okay? Is there sound? I'll just tap this. Is it okay? And is there video? Like I said earlier, I'm still very much learning how to do the YouTube live. So I'm still learning. I'm a little out of my comfort zone. I admit that this is very new for me, but I'm glad that you can see and that you can hear everything and everything is okay. So perfect. Welcome to this lesson, which is going to be all about what to say when you meet someone for the first time. Oh, hello, Julie. Hello, nice to see you here. Thanks for coming. So first of all, I just want to say welcome. These live. Oh, thank you, Akram. You're awesome. That's so very kind of you. So these lessons, it's an experiment for Speak English with Christina for 1 week. I want to try some short live lessons to see how you like it, to see if I can do it also. Not always easy, but so if you like the lessons and if you have some suggestions of some subjects that you want to see in future lessons, please put them in the comments after the live video, because actually this I learned yesterday, the chat that we can see where we interact with each other, the chat disappears, in fact. So if you have a suggestion or if you want to tell me what you think of the live lessons, if you want to give me some suggestions, please put them in the comments after the live session, because if you put them in the chat, they disappear and then I won't see them, and then I can't make a video with your suggestions. So Akram, yes, you have a question. Please go ahead and ask the question. And it's idioms, okay? Yeah, sure. Tell us about idioms. And while he's typing, actually, let me tell you, hi, Sasha. Oh, hello. The next lessons tomorrow will be at 6 p.m. Central Eastern Time, Paris time, and we are going to talk about phrasal verbs. And Friday's lesson will be at 12 p.m. Central European Time, and we will talk about past tenses. So just to give you a little heads up, as we say, a little advance preview of what's coming for the next live lessons. And of course, if you are not subscribed to Speak English with Christina on YouTube, please subscribe. That way you're sure to get notifications about the future live lessons. So please subscribe to the channel and tell your friends to join us in the lessons. As we say in English, the more the merrier. The schedule for tomorrow, Guillaume, 6 p.m. like today, yeah. And you got to think outside the box. Okay, good question, Akram. To think outside the box means to think originally, to have different ideas, to have original ideas, not the very classic ideas that everyone would have. If they say, all right, we have to think outside the box to find a solution, it means you have to be original in your solutions, right? Oh, great, Guillaume. Yes, that's a very good reminder. When you subscribe and activate notifications, YouTube will send you a message when the live lesson starts, so that you know, hey, Christina's lesson is on YouTube. I need to go watch it. So be sure to also activate your notifications so that you don't miss any of the live lessons. Because the great thing about the live lessons is that it's interactive and you can ask your questions and I can answer your questions in real time. And that's just really awesome, I think, because it's like we're talking to each other, and that's great. Oh, Danielle, hello from an English and a French learner. Oh, you're learning French. Very good. Very good. So Daniela, what is your native language then? If you're learning if you're learning English and French, what is your native language? Maybe Spanish or Italian, I would say. Right. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start the lesson today. Spanish. Okay, great. I would love to speak Spanish. I need to learn it. Now, so the lesson today, we're going to talk about what to say when you meet someone for the first time. And let me get your ideas. If you can put in the chat, what would you say to someone when you meet them for the first time? Oh, hi, ELT Experiences. Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. Thank you. So in the chat, tell me, what would you say when you meet someone for the first time? We'll see what suggestions you have before I give you my suggestions. So we'll just see what ideas you have and see if you have any ideas. All right, let's see. Any offline? Yes, Sasha. Yes, I mean when you're maybe you're in a networking event, you're in maybe in a conference, you're meeting someone, or you're meeting a new colleague at work, or even a new friend. If you're traveling to a country and learning English and speaking English. Daniela, hello, very nice to meet you. How are you? That is a very good way to say hello and to introduce yourself. Hello, nice to meet you. You might also So, oh, hello, Mary Lou. Oh, hi. It's good to see you. Sorry. I see these people I know from the other videos, and it's just lovely to see familiar names. So, as I was saying, you might want to also say your name, of course. For example, hi, I'm Christina. Nice to meet you. How are you? And so you can ask, how are you? That's a very nice question. But it's always good to say, nice to meet you, and to give your first name. And this is something that we do in English, is we start with the first name. So I would say, I'm Christina. I generally wouldn't say, I'm Christina Rubuffet, but you would say your first name when you introduce yourself. And also, be careful with the pronunciation. It's not nice to meet you. We don't articulate every word. It's shorter, in fact. And this is why when you hear native speakers, you think they speak quickly. They don't say nice to meet you. They say nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Christina. Nice to meet you. And that's why, oh, hello, the Skill Dead. Hello. And Kiloston. Hello. Do you have any advice for an English learner? My one piece of advice is to be regular with your study and to work regularly on your English. That's my biggest piece of advice that I would give. So careful with the pronunciation of nice to meet you, not nice to meet you. No, that sounds a little like a robot, and you want to say to be friendly. So, hi, I'm Christina. Nice to meet you. And I encourage you to practice that. And I want you to, we'll do it together. Repeat it after me. Hi, I'm, Nice to meet you. Are you repeating? I hope you are, because it's a good way to practice your pronunciation. And then what? After that, here's a tip that can help make conversations. Oh, good, Daniela, you're doing it. Yay. A tip that can help to make conversation easier in English, because sometimes when you're meeting a new person, and in English or in your own language, maybe you're a little timid, a little shy, you don't know what to say, you don't feel so comfortable because it's a new person and you don't really know what to do. But here's a tip. Talk to the person as if you already know them. Imagine this person is your friend, that you know them, that you like them, and that you're not afraid of saying something stupid. Just imagine in your head and talk to them like you are already friends. And this is a little tip that I'm taking from my course, Successful Small Talk, because I had a student in the course, Successful Small Talk, and he said, I don't know how and I don't know why, but that tip really works. I tried it when I met, I think it was an American colleague who came to visit, and he said the conversation was a lot easier. I don't know. He said, I don't understand how it works, but that tip works. And that's just a little tip from one of my online courses that's about successful small talk. So, after that, what can you say? There are a lot of different questions that you can ask, and it's always a good idea to ask questions because first, you don't want to dominate the conversation. You want to encourage the other person to speak, and for you, it gives you the opportunity to listen, to maybe get some information about the other person, which you can use in the conversation later. So a couple of questions that you can use. First of all is, where are you from, or where are you based? Where are you from is a good question if you're in an international context and people are from lots of different countries. Do be careful though, because for example, if you're in this is a story from a friend of mine actually. She's from England, but her family is from Singapore. So she is English, her native language is English, but of course she looks very Asian. And people always ask her, where are you from? And she says, I'm from London. And they're like, no, where are you really from? And she says, I'm really from London. So where are you from is a good question if you're sure that there are a lot of different nationalities, but it can be a little sensitive for people who maybe look like they're from other countries, but they were born in the country where you're at. So just be careful with that. An alternative question is, where are you based? So she's French. She has to live in France. No, Skilded, I'm not French. I'm American, actually. I live in France, but I'm from the U.S. and I'm totally American, definitely. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it might be a little offensive, Daniela. It could be offensive. It depends on the context. So the alternative question is, where are you based? And this is good, again, because a lot of times today, people are very mobile. They move around a lot. And so where are you based is like, where do you live now? And often the person will say, Well, I'm based in France, but I'm from the US originally. So that is a good way to get that information without asking a question that could potentially be a little offensive. Where do I live in Grenoble, Killiston. I'm in the Alps, in the mountains, and today it's very cold. So could you just repeat, totally pronounce it? Yeah, sure. Where are you based? And you see Guillaume put that in the chat. Where are you based is a good alternative. Another thing, another question you could ask is simply, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? This is asking basically, what's your job? But we native speakers more likely use the question, what do what do you do? What do you do? And then you can talk about the person's job. Do we have snow? Right now, Killiston, we have a lot of ice on the ground because it snowed a few days ago and now it's all frozen. So it's very difficult to walk around the city. So yeah, there's snow, definitely, yeah. So that's another one. What do you do? What's your job? And for, especially for Americans, this is really a totally acceptable question in a small talk situation. It's often how we start the conversation, is talking about our jobs and what we do. Another question that you can ask if you are, for example, at a conference or at any kind of event, what brings you here? You can ask, what brings you here? And this, people might say, oh, I'm here for my work. They might say, oh, I was interested in the subject of the conference. So what brings you here is a good question to encourage people to talk about their interest and talk about, their motivations for coming. How do you have your sublime American accent? It took 20 plus years of practice in immersion in the US, Skilled Ed. It's just my accent. So, and then another question, this is the last question today that you can ask is, how did you find out about the event? So for example, how did you find out about this conference? Or how did you find out about this concert? Maybe you're in a social context at a concert, or maybe at a museum or something. You could say, how did you find out about the exhibit? And that's a good way to get the conversation started. So those are the different ways that you can, let's say, open a conversation with someone. Hi, I'm Christina. Nice to meet you. Where are you from, or where are you based? What do you do? What brings you here? Or how did you find out about, and I'll put that in the chat so you guys can see it. How did you find out about this event, about this concert, about, I don't know, whatever. So those are just a lot of different ways that you can start a conversation with someone. So now, before we finish today, I just want to let you know that if you are looking for a way to avoid lots of mistakes in English, I have a new book that was published last week. It's especially for people who speak French. So if you speak French, you will love this book. I've gotten a lot of good feedback about it. It's called What the Faute? So we have a little joke there. What the Faute? Un livre in English pour éviter 32 erreurs fréquentes en anglais. And I have put the link in the notes below this video if you want to get more information about the book, and if you want to buy the book, of course. And I would love for you to get the book just because it will help you to avoid 32 very frequent, very common mistakes in English. So we've got false friends, grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary. It's lots of good stuff, really. Okay, you guys, I just want to say thank you for coming to the live lesson again. Mary Lou, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Mary Lou. That is really, really kind of you. Thanks. So thank you guys very much. The next live lesson will be tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. CET, 6 p.m. France time, and we will talk about some phrasal verbs. So that is always a popular topic. And I think, Akram, I think you requested the subject on phrasal verbs. So tomorrow evening, this is a lesson just for you and for everyone else who wants to come. So yeah, I'm sorry, Kiliston, it's finished, but I'll see you tomorrow for phrasal verbs, and I wish you all I speak Arabic. I would love to speak Arabic. I want to speak every language: Arabic, Spanish, German, Chinese. Right. Okay, you guys, have a very good evening, and I will see you tomorrow. All right. My pleasure. See you guys. Bye-bye.